40 hours, 23 engagements and a high-stakes Quad summit. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Japan and he has a busy schedule. There are bilaterals, meetings with business leaders and interaction with the Indian diaspora. The Indian Prime Minister arrived early this morning at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. He was received here by the Indian diaspora. On arrival, the Prime Minister also interacted with the community, not just Indians, but even Japanese citizens gathered to welcome the Indian leader. Outside his hotel in Tokyo, the Prime Minister interacted with children. Prime Minister Modi was particularly impressed by a Japanese child called Ritsuki Kobayashi, who spoke fluently in Hindi.
कहाँ से सीख लिया तुमने हिंदी? हैं? हैं? बहुत अच्छा जानते हो?
On the agenda for the first day was meeting business leaders. The Prime Minister interacted with top executives and CEOs from over 30 Japanese companies. One of them was Nobuhiro Endo, the chairman of NEC Corporation. NEC is a Japanese information technology and electronics company. Prime Minister appreciated NEC's role in undersea optical fiber cable link Project 1 in India. He also highlighted investment opportunities under production-linked incentive scheme.
He has quite a strong intention to develop and enhance the DX capability in India in order to improve the DX capability in India. So we are very happy to contribute to those areas.
The Indian leader also met Osamu Suzuki, who is an advisor to Suzuki Motors. He also interacted with Tadashi Yanai, who is the chairman and CEO of Uniqlo. Prime Minister Modi asked him to take part in the Prime Minister Mitra scheme aimed at strengthening the textile sector. The next big event was the launch of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi joined U.S. President Joe Biden, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in the launch of a U.S.-initiated trade framework. The IPEF is aimed at deeper cooperation among like-minded countries in areas like clean energy, supply chain resilience and digital trade. The Indian Prime Minister also interacted with the Indian diaspora. Lauding the India-Japan relationship, Prime Minister Modi said that the India-Japan ties are based on culture and spirituality.
जापान एक ऐसा देश है जो एक ही साथ प्राचीन भी है और आधुनिक भी है। और टैगोर ने कहा था, जापान हैज कम आउट ऑफ द इममेमोरियल ईस्ट लाइक ए लोटस ब्लॉसमिंग इन ईजी ग्रेस, ऑल द वाइल keeping its firm hold upon the profound depth for which it has sprung. यानी कहना वो चाहते थे कि जापान कमल के फूल की तरह जितनी मजबूती से अपनी जड़ों से जुड़ा है, उतनी ही भव्यता से वो हर तरफ सुंदरता को भी बढ़ाता है.
The focus on the second day of the visit will be the high-stakes Quad summit. This is the second in-person meeting between the Quad leaders after the landmark FAST meeting in Washington, D.C. last year. On the sidelines of the summit, Prime Minister Modi will also hold bilateral meetings with U.S. President Joe Biden, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, his Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese. Our managing editor, Palki Sharma, has sent us this report from the heart of all the action in Tokyo.
It's the This was Prime Minister Modi's first day here in Tokyo, his 5th visit in the last 8 years, and that goes on to show how much significance India attaches to its relationship with Japan. And what an action-packed day it was. He was welcomed by the Indian community, members of the Indian community, and of course representatives from the Japanese government this morning around 8 a.m. local time at the airport in Tokyo. And since then he's had a very busy day, one-on-one meetings with some top business leaders, engagements with Japanese CEOs, and of course he was part of that IPEF launch along with US President Biden. And then right here in the hotel to my left, he had a community engagement event where members of the Indian diaspora attended the event. They came to listen to the Prime Minister, and they accorded a rousing welcome to him. It was incredible, the scenes and the chanting and the sloganeering, and they were obviously very keen to listen to him, and he spoke about the relationship that India and Japan have had historically from the times of Lord Buddha to the knowledge partnership that they now share. And he said that while India is proud of its roots and Indians are proud of their roots, they're also a forward-looking people. And he quoted Swami Vivekananda on multiple occasions, and he went on to say that Swami Vivekananda once said that every young Indian should come to Japan at least once in their lifetime. And he said, I agree, but I also want to add to that and say that every young Japanese should come to India at least once in their lifetime. So quite a statement and quite a speech there, and the reception he got was the kind of reception that one has learned to associate with Prime Minister Modi as he holds these diaspora events. On the business front, I think a lot has been achieved. Some of the big investors, some of the big business leaders he spoke to have a lot of interests in India, and the Prime Minister is looking to make a personal pitch to ensure that more Japanese investment comes into India. Some of these companies have created, or the companies they've backed have created more than 1 million jobs in India. So this is a very important partnership and engagement. Tomorrow is again a very busy day with the Quad meeting that will happen in the morning, followed by bilateral meetings with the Japanese Prime Minister, the second meeting in 2 months. This is the 70th year of India-Japan relationship. A meeting with US President Joe Biden, the first face-to-face meeting since the hostilities in Ukraine broke out. And of course, meeting the new Australian Prime Minister who was sworn in only a few hours back, just in time for him to be able to attend the Quad meeting. So this will be a first sort of introduction to Anthony Albanese, and the Indian Prime Minister will be meeting him. So lots to look forward to on Tuesday as well.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.